Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some interesting PlayStation news. If that sounds interesting, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing if you're new. It really helps the channel grow. The first topic of the video has to do with an update for the HBO Last of Us series. This is coming from PlayStation Lifestyle and it reads, Nick Offerman joins the Last of Us HBO series cast as Bill after Con O'Neill bows out of the show. Nick Offerman has become the latest actor to join the cast of the Last of Us HBO series. According to Variety, the Parks and Recreation actor will play the role of Bill, a character that had to be recast following the departure of Con O'Neill. Offerman's participation in the project was accidentally revealed earlier this week through a Guardian interview with Murray Bartlett, the actor who was playing Frank. Bartlett said, "A lot of my scenes are with Nick Offerman. Playing off him was awesome." He didn't clarify the character Offerman was playing, and many assumed O'Neill was still part of the project. An official reason for O'Neill's departure hasn't been revealed, although an individual with knowledge of the situation claims that his departure was simply due to a scheduling conflict. Other names to be confirmed for the series include Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella Ramsey as Ellie, Anna Torv as Tess, Nico Parker as Joel's daughter Sarah, and Gabrielle Luna as Tommy. Merle Dandridge will reprise her role as Marlene in the HBO series too. Jeffrey Pierce, the actor who voiced Tommy in the video game, will instead be playing the part of a brand new character called Perry. O'Neill isn't the only person to drop out of the show due to scheduling conflicts. Johan Rink was replaced as the director of the pilot for a similar reason. The pilot has now been directed by Kantemir Balagov, while other episodes have been directed by Craig Mazin, Jasmila Zabanik, Peter Hoare, and the game's creative director Neil Druckmann himself. You know, I'm not really too familiar with Nick Offerman. I mean, the most famous thing I know him from is from Parks and Recreation, even though I've never really watched that show. And from what I've heard, he's like a pretty decent actor, you know, and at first I was kind of like, I didn't know how I felt, but honestly, like when you look at him side by side to Bill from the actual first game, you know, if he has longer hair, he kind of looks like him, you know, so I mean, I'm sure he'll portray Bill decently, and I think Neil Druckmann on Twitter said that, you know, he couldn't wait for us to see like how good Nick Offerman portrayed Bill, and I trust Neil Druckmann, you know, I don't think he's just saying that to hype up the show. I think he genuinely believes that. So we'll have to wait and see. Down in the comment section down below, let me know how you feel about Nick Offerman joining the Last of Us HBO series. Moving on to the next topic of the video, we're going to be talking about Geoff Keighley's recent comments about the upcoming Game Awards. This is coming from PlayStation Universe and it reads, Geoff Keighley says there are 4 or 5 announcements at the Game Awards 2021 at the same level of Elden Ring at Summer Games Fest. The Game Awards continue to creep up on us as they're just days away now. This year's show, like every year before it, aims to be the biggest show yet, and Geoff Keighley isn't above hyping it up at all. When speaking in an interview about the Elden Ring trailer, which when revealed at Summer Games Fest 2021 absolutely blew minds, Keighley said we should expect more of the same at the Game Awards. I was very happy because the trailer was great. It was a great asset, a highly anticipated game that really delivered. There were a lot of things that were good about that, so yes, I was uniquely excited to be able to bring that to people. This year, there are probably 4 or 5 things of that level. I can't wait to show people this stuff. Keighley also spoke about the experience of making some of these huge announcements work. The Elden Ring announcement was apparently 2 or 3 years in the making according to Keighley. What is perhaps most interesting is a key fact Keighley points to and is perhaps an indicator of changing tides. Summer Games Fest was this new thing that I had created. The fact that From Software bet on me in Summer Games Fest, where they could have done more traditional E3 stuff, that meant a lot to me. It was a huge honor to work with the From guys, so stay tuned, there may be more coming. Firstly, it's good to hear a slight tease there at the end that we'll see more of Elden Ring ahead of the February release. Secondly, Keighley makes a good point that From Software had a traditional E3 option that they chose not to take. So this is a very interesting comment from Geoff Keighley. I mean, I want to believe him, but part of Geoff Keighley's job for the Game Awards is to hype up the Game Awards, you know, so people actually watch it. But at the same time, I don't think Geoff would actually say this if like he wasn't like telling the truth, because the Elden Ring announcement was absolutely massive. I didn't know how big of a game Elden Ring was until last year's Game Awards, whenever it won the most anticipated game over Horizon and God of War Ragnarok. I was like, wow, this game must be like next level. And Geoff saying that there's like 4 or 5 announcements that are at the same level of the Elden Ring announcement, I don't know how he could hype up the show anymore. I'm not going to give my predictions now, but before the Game Awards go live, I will be making a video talking about what PlayStation fans should expect at the Game Awards. So yeah, down in the comment section, let me know some of your predictions? Do you feel like Geoff Keighley, might be hinting at like something that like actually might happen, or do you feel like he's literally just saying this just to hype up the show? Moving on to the final topic of the video, we're going to be talking about some controversy regarding Insomniac Games. This is coming from PlayStation Universe, and it reads, Insomniac Games defends new PS5 only Marvel Spider-Man outfits. Insomniac Games has moved to defend the release of the 2 new outfits for Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, which is only available on the PS5 and not the original PS4 version of the game. Both suits are arriving in time for the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, which hits cinemas on December 17th. One of them is based on Spider-Man's updated costume, while the other is a black outfit seen in trailers of the highly anticipated movie. Understandably, some fans are disappointed that the new outfits will not be available in the original PS4 release of the Wall Crawler's Adventure, prompting a response from Insomniac Games. Since its 2018 release, we've updated Marvel Spider-Man 19 times, adding more suits and features than originally planned. Each patch has been more technically complex, especially with maintaining PS4 HDD streaming performance. To ensure fans continue enjoying Marvel Spider-Man at its optimal performance, we've made the difficult decision to release these new suits for Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, where our PS5 engine allows us to update the game without jeopardizing player experience. I do understand like the frustration for fans, that aren't going to be able to try out these new suits because they don't have like a PS5. This isn't like a requirement to play the game, it's just 2 extra skins, and in my opinion, because I've seen the skins, if you've watched the trailers, they're not the best skins in the game. To me, there's all the Tom Holland suits, there's also Andrew Garfield's and Tobey Maguire's suits in the game, and to me, Tobey Maguire's suit is like the best suit in the whole entire game. So the game's been out for 3 years, it's not like we have to pay for these skins, it's just free. So I do understand where you guys are coming from, for those of you who are like frustrated that you won't be able to like try it out, but hopefully you'll get a PS5 and then one day you'll be able to try it out. But keep in mind, it's not going to affect the game at all. There's not like any special like perks for the suit. It's literally just the suit. Most of the MCU suits in the game, it doesn't come with any like special stuff. It's simply just for cosmetics. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new and turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.